What's going on, guys? It is Alone Courier here today, and I am here to talk to you guys about Black Ops 3 for a little bit today, because I figure I haven't really done any, sort of news videos in a while, and I'm not doing like a news video like speculation or anything. I'm just doing a video, talking about what's happened recently with Black Ops 3 and what's going on, sort of like that, just like an update video, just me talking about stuff that's been happening recently. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, first thing I want to talk about is the crypto key farmers, the people that are just going AFK in gun game. That got patched, if you literally don't move for more than like 5 seconds, you just get insta-kicked. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Everybody that plays the game, sometimes you've got distractions in the background, say for example, you need to pick something up in your room. Say for example, if your phone goes off, you need to check it, you've got a text, whatever it is. You might need to go do something, and it might only take 10 seconds to do it, but you'll still get kicked out of the game, which is quite fucking ridiculous, to be honest. And I can see where Treyarch were coming from, patching it, because, well, it was getting ridiculous with gun game, because you couldn't find an actual lobby. But now what people are doing is taping rubber bands to their controllers so they can still move around, but then, you're still technically AFK, it's just your character's moving around, so you'll still earn crypto keys. And apparently David Vonderhaar wants to somehow patch this. Let's just be honest here. There's no possible way you can actually patch that. It's just one of those stupid shitty things that's going to be in the game, and you can't really do anything about it, Vondy. Like, let's just be honest. It's unfixable, because if you're going to fix that, then you're basically removing the movement from the game. And this isn't the new advanced movement, this is basically removing walking around in the game. You can't patch somebody taping a rubber band to their controller so they're still walking around. You can't fix that, because that is literally, it's part of the game. It's an integral part of the game, the movement. It's not a game where you just stand still, you need to move around. And it's kind of ridiculous that it wants to fix that. I mean, yes, it's kind of stupid that the crypto key farmers are doing this, but it's one of those things you just can't fix. There's no two ways around it. You can't fix it at all. And it's kind of stupid, because if they're going to go down this road, I can see them end up removing crypto keys in general, or slowing the amount of progress that you earn them at, because I'm pretty sure they've nerfed it already. They must have snuck in a stealth nerf or something. But I've noticed over the last couple of games that I've played, I've been earning a lot less crypto keys in comparison to what I earned when the game first came out. Because when the game first came out, say for example, if I had like a pretty good game on Nuketown, like a good for me, maybe like 50 kills, blah 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 amount of deaths, X amount of captures, maybe 10 or so if I'm playing domination. Maybe 16 or so defends, call in a bunch of score streaks, you've got quite a high score, and you'd maybe earn 4 crypto keys at most, something like that, 3 to 4, and nowadays you'd only earn maybe 1 or 2, so they definitely have changed the rate that you earn them at. I mean, I can definitely tell that they have, and it obviously would make sense, since they've added in supply drops to the game, that you'd earn crypto keys slower, so you'd have an incentive to buy supply drops. Bit of a conspiracy theory, a little bit of my own pet theory there, but I reckon it's true. So whatever. If you want to jump down my throat for that, you can if you want in the comment section. So yeah, another thing that I want to talk about is Der Eisendrache, or Der Eisendrachen. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Apparently there's been some news that's gone around about it. I don't know if it's news or if it's actual confirmed stuff from trailers, but apparently it's going to feature rituals. Now, I'm not keen on that at all. Like, honestly, I really don't want this to happen, because Shadows of Evil, it's an alright map. It's definitely better than Transit, but it's just a mediocre map at best. It's not very good. It's not very fun, it's ridiculously annoying, it's a grind, it's literally impossible to play unless you've got a 4-player, or unless you've got a multiplayer team who all have mics. If someone in your lobby has no mic, there's no way that you're going to do it, or you're going to be able to do it. So, I mean, it's Shadows of Evil, it's too complex, like, not the story behind it, just the game mechanics in that map are too complex, you get the rituals, you have to do all the rift, you have to do all this stuff and then that stuff. I mean, for the people that just want to play some casual zombies, it's not a very fun experience because you have to go and grind out and do all this stuff. And I mean, yeah, for the zombie YouTubers that are into grinding, yeah, that's cool, it suits them. But for the casual majority of the people that want to play zombies, we don't want this kind of stuff. I mean, when you get Mob of the Dead, I guess that was kind of pushing it a little bit. That was kind of taking it to that next step of what you need to do, you know, how you need to build the plane, you need to go around and get these parts. I like that. I could put up with the Mob of the Dead one, because the Mob of the Dead one, it was fairly easy. I mean, you did have some almost ritualist type stuff, like the washing room, washing machine, where you had to, you know, get the sheets for the plane. I mean, that could kind of be almost like a ritual, but the rest of the stuff in it, it's not really. And honestly, I'm not keen on Shadows of Evil at all. I saw the trailers and I thought, this looks like an okay map, and then when I first played it, I was like, yup, this isn't a very good map in my opinion. And a lot of people are calling for zombies to go back to the way it was, you know, in Nazi Zombies, where there was you know, it was a lot more stripped back, where all you'd have to do is turn the power on. And I mean, it was getting a bit boring where you had to turn the power on every single game, but I don't want to activate rituals every single game and have Margwas chasing me and have to grind out just to access Pack-a-Punch. And it's just kind of annoying that they have this very complex map, and then they have the giant, but you have to have the season pass in order to get the giant. So that means you basically have to buy the season pass if you want to have a casual game of zombies, which, if I was just a zombies player, I wouldn't have bought this game. You know, if I had any experience with Shadows of Evil before I went on and bought my own copy, I wouldn't have bothered picking up Black Ops 3, because you know what, Black Ops 2's got way more casual maps, Black Ops 1's got way more, you know, World at War has got way better maps. You know, in terms of Shadows of Evil, it's an okay map, but it's not as good compared to some of the maps that people have created with mods. You know, you get the modded zombies maps, the custom zombies maps on PC. Some of that stuff is really, really good, and they've managed to find out the balance between, you know, like it's like a slightly bit more technical with some of the Mob of the Dead type features, but they've also managed to keep it classic and easy, which is what I prefer, because I don't want to grind out an entire, you know, it's another thing with Shadows of Evil, is you basically have to just, you know, you have to like work so bare bones at the start of the game. You know, you can't buy anything, you have to just focus on buying doors, get your rituals and all that, and then by the time you actually have money to buy a gun, it's like round 4 or 5, and I mean, that's not very fun. I mean, because taking down the Margwa with like the whatever the gun is, it's like the Bloodhound, that revolver thing, by trying to take a Margwa down with that pistol is unbelievably annoying. And you get the other guns are like 500, whatever, you know, no one really cares. But yeah, it's kind of annoying how you have to conserve your points so bad, and it's like, dude, I don't really like this at all. But yeah, Shadows of Evil, I don't really like it at all, and it's a bit discouraging to see that Der Eisendrache has gone down this route a bit more. And I mean, a lot of you will be thinking, why are you so concerned? You don't really post zombies at all. I don't post a lot of zombies, but I do actually play zombies, that's the thing. So, you know, whenever I feel like playing zombies, I don't know if Der Eisendrache is going to be a very good map. It looks good, but I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. So yeah, that's kind of just whatever. It's been a whole bunch of patches lately. I'm not too sure what they're doing. I've not read any of the patch notes or watched any videos of it because I really don't care. I think they fixed score streaks a little bit more, tweaked them a little bit more. This is a little bit ridiculous because of how many patches they've had for score streaks that are still buffing and nerfing them. It's a little bit ridiculous. But yeah, there's also been some rumours going around. This video is getting a little bit long, so I'm just going to finish off this last bit really quickly. There's also been some rumours going around about Specialist DLC. I watched one of Simon B1471's videos recently. You should check out him. I watched one of his videos recently, and he was talking about the 7 new specialists that there apparently will be for DLC in DLC Pack 3, and there apparently will be also weapon variants coming to the game at that point. And I mean, I'm going to admit, I'm not even surprised that weapon variants are coming back, you know, judging by the way Advanced Warfare went and the amount of supply drops that are sold, I'm not even surprised. And by that point, you know, the game's almost done, Ghost 2 will be coming, everyone will be hyped for that probably, and you know, they can just get a little bit lazy and throw in some stupid shit with the game. Because did you ever notice how in Advanced Warfare they started throwing in these stupidly overpowered guns towards the end of the game's life cycle? You know, like the repulsor, the STG, the blunderbuss. Oh, the blunderbuss wasn't overpowered, but you know, like the cell free, the AK-47, all those weapons. They started adding them in at the end of the game because it was really experimental, because they didn't know how the community would handle it. But I can tell by the time we drop these weapon variants in Black Ops 3, there'll most likely be a lot of backlash, and at that point they've sold all the DLC to everyone that's playing the game. You know, they're still making money, and then there's going to be the kids that will no doubt throw tons of money into supply drops in order to get these weapons. So yeah, that's just my predictions for the game. You know, it's going to go down a really shitty path towards the end of the game's life cycle, but yeah. Yes, DLC specialist. I've seen a lot of clickbait videos about the DLC specialist. You know, one of Chaos 6 Silencer's videos, he was talking about Dempsey from Zombies apparently being a specialist, which is just complete and utter bullshit. You know, it's just total clickbait. It wasn't even speculation, because there was nothing to speculate over. It was just a glitch. You know, it was kind of ridiculous how that even happened. You know, it was just a kind of really stupid fucking glitch. It's never going to happen. You probably won't ever see Dempsey in Zombies, so you may as well get over it. Well, you won't see him in multiplayer, so you may as well get over that. So yeah, Black Ops 3, have I been playing it much recently? Not at all. Barely even touched the game. Played it last night for half an hour. Then the game crashed, and I was like, well, I'm going back to Fallout. So yeah, not been playing much Black Ops 3 recently. I just cannot be fucked with the game. So the gameplay that's in the background will most likely either be old gameplay, or it'll be new gameplay that I went off and got, but I'll have probably struggled to even find the encouragement to play the game to get the gameplay. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It's been the Lone Courier, and I'll definitely hit you up with some more Fallout videos very shortly. So yeah, it's the Lone Courier. I will see you in the next one. Peace.